we are, Shaq Attack, who seems to have the whole chat behind him against StaT1cz Football Club. We'll see if we have any of their supporters pipe up in the chat. Ball comes on quick. Static Storm puts it out. Gets a side 100. He's coming on, looks to pop, but the general, captain of Shaq Attack, gobbles it up. Going off the backboard, and a touch from StaT1cz Football Club captain Storm. General coming on off the wall. Looks like Skull is going to have a shot there. And what a shot it is by StaT1cz Skull. General just lets it off his car. And then Skull will do the rest. 1-0. About 32 seconds in, and we get our first goal here. And Cornbread, he's always just hanging out. He says he'll support StaT1cz. Shouting Shadow. There we are. We're getting some support there. Shouting Shadow, appreciate you stopping by. The general puts it on, lofts it to the Skull. Shaq puts it around, goes back to him, pops it. The general's up in the air and goes off the crossbar. Unfortunate shot for him and miss. Is now Shaq with the steal. Now he's up in the air and he puts it in. What a play as we're tied here. Nice steal.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And make Skull, the back man, have to reposition, but too little too late. As Shaq Attack was up quick for that one. Good touch there by Skull on the kickoff. And Shouting Shadow is calling a static sweep. But he will say a nice goal when he sees one. I like that. I like that. I'm not mad at that. Skull touches Storm. Looking. Ball gets popped over him. No more boost from the general. But he has tricks, which arguably is better than boost. General touches, and it's that initial touch that, again, sets Storm, the backman, kind of off kilter a little bit, and it's 1-0. Sorry, 2-1 Shaq Attack. And now the kickoff goal from the general here. Comes on. And just Skull, he looks like he was going for the quick flip there. Just misjudged it, misflipped. And now his team is down 3-1. Despairing Nova says they're absolutely getting hammered. They're definitely... Hold on, if this one goes, okay. I was about to agree with you. Skull up. Now he's looking to return the favor of those 2 goals. You know, 2 goals is nothing to sneeze at for sure. But with 3 minutes left, it's definitely surmountable. General pops in as he goes off the post there. Now both members, so, you know, goals are good, but when they come a little too fast, then apparently they'll keep on coming. Shaq Attack shuts me up on the call here as he gets the steal and the goal again.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
From his opponent's hood of his car straight into the net, and we are 4-1 Shaq Attack, and they come out swinging. And now chat's feeling sweep. They heard the sweep prediction from Shadow. Now they want to get behind their boys. Chat's having fun with this one. Touch there. Skull puts it out. General collects. Good shot there from Skull, but amazing positioning from Shaq Attack as he was right where he was expecting that ball, and he guessed right. As we are more than halfway done through game 1 here, best of 5 series, tier 4 division 7 IGL East. Off the backboard, up in the air, no go. Shaq Attack coming around, getting a bully play, and now beats both members. StaT1cz Storm's gonna have to half flip, and Skull with the very savvy Rocket League play there as he traps it against his own back wall and tries to put it out for the clear. Solace Goes Live says that Shaq Attack is hitting him with the 1-2, And I don't know, the way they've just exploded on the game one, I'll say they hit him with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes 5. Almost. General puts it on. Good save by Skull. And Shaq attack. Great positioning. Great get back. Pops it up in the corner. Touching around. General goes around. Big clearance steal from Storm. But Shaq attack just where he needs to be this game. This man is a prophet of sorts. Shaq attack goes up. Not sure where in his Fennec he keeps his crystal ball. But I'm sure he keeps it close. Touch there. Goal 5. Not quite off the crossbar. And Korn is a little disappointed in Statics at the moment. But I will say it's game 1. They're a good squad. I'm pretty familiar with them. So I would hang on and let this play out. Storm put it up. Shadow, a little sad in the chat. It's okay, Shadow. It's game 1. TG3 massacre. Shaq attack is a steel curtain on defense and Apache helicopter on offense. Raise streams. Like the similes there, analogies. Nice demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And 20 seconds left, and Shaq attack. They came out with a flurry of scoring, and then just bled Statics Football Club dry. Touchdown, drops in front. Shot and save in front of orange net. As Skull overruns it, tries to beat, and this game 1 is in the bag here. As soon as it hits the ice, there we are. Shaq attack up in the best of 5 series 1-0. Clamp Dog, you're up. I am. The Rocket League streaming gods are smiling on me today. I got my internet back up and running. Well, Xfinity did. But here we are, Shaq attack. We got the general captain of the attack. 6'11", 2 goals. And really, really clean stat line from both members of Shaq attack here. 2 goals apiece, 3 saves, 2 saves, 8 shots, 7, total 15. And that is what pressure will get you. A nice, big, fat, sloppy win. As we roll into game 2 here. Clamp Dog says nice. Yeah. I was rushing home, and then there was a car accident on my way home. I was like, Jesus, I guess I'm not meant to cast tonight. Storm. Good win on the 50. General coming off the wall. Bounces. That's going to be hard to handle. Shaq on the play. Skull taking, dribbling. Nice steal there from Shaq attack. Touch it around. Shaq attack. Peels it off the wall. Does a half flip, and now some pressure from Statics. Missed one, no problem. Storm's got your back as they go up 1-0. And I believe that makes it their first lead of the series. Good job to them. And now Shadow with some renewed faith says that they're able to clutch up. They do have a sub. They do have a third member of their team, but with 2s, most teams just use that as a emergency reserve. So who knows if we'll be able to see that team member tonight. Shaq attack taking off the backboard. His captain thought he might have needed some help, but alas, he does not, as Skull tries to force it in. And again, Storm cleans up after the mess, after the confusion, and adds a goal.
That was legitness.
Okay, have a good stream, man. Yeah, appreciate you stopping by, Clamp. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Kick off there, Shaq attack. Good, booming, clear, but now Storm is on the ball, looking to dribble. General shadowing, good touch by him. This will come back. And now the tables have turned. in the favor of Static. Storm touches, and now it's Skull that helps out and gets it to go 3-0. Static's Football Club. Oh, Shadow, is it you? I'm the worst cast in the world. I didn't have a chance to look at the names. And they said they probably won't need me. Okay. So we'll see what's up. We get to know we have the sub here to give us some insider info. And he says they're able to clutch up, and so far they're making you look smart here. They lose 4-1, and within 2 minutes come back 3-0 in game 2. A nice pinch favors Shaq Attack. What a goal there. And those are one of those unfortunate plays that you really can't account for, especially in a 2s game. Maybe in a 3s, someone will be back there, get there in time, but first you have the pinch. Okay, those are fast, usually hard to keep up with and readjust to. But then also, it's 2s on a scoring possession, so just by nature of that play, you're going to be out of position. So that'll go straight into the goal if it's on target. Static touches out, goes to the wall. Shaq Attack coming, sends it to the orange corner. Skull not ready to handle it as he goes up the corner. Touchdown. Skull coming around, tries the tricky infield pass. Skull, I saw him wearing the tux, but didn't know he'd play like a gentleman as well. Good 50 there from the general, has his advantage. Shaq Attack tries to come in, he's backwards. Touchdown as we are halfway through this game 2. And they look very, very interested in setting up that infield pass. However, this one turns into goal 2 the other way. Nice steal here.
Like that!
Nice smart play from the general. I have a feeling that he saw the infield attempt from the last sequence, scouted it, and then just dove all over it. Good play there. Storm touches. General comes down off the wall. Second touch, and an easy save for Skull. Touching around, puts one on net. Crossbar, he will get credit for the shot. No save there, but definitely a good play and clear. As Skull beats, and again we see it. Seems to happen in these 2 games. The general pops it up, maybe a little too far out from himself, and it goes straight back into the goal of Shaq Attack, and now the lead is doubled with that goal. Touchdown, no touch. Storm comes up, comes off his wheels. Not the greatest touch, but he's going to stick with it. Launches his dominus up there. Skull doesn't want to ruin the tux. Puts it out to the goal just to test the waters, but now the general has possession. He's going to look to cross it. A little too quick for Shaq Attack, and now Skull is going to have a scoring chance for himself, but just has the angle a little too awkward for himself there. Nice dribble. Skull not falling for it, and now he's behind Shaq Attack. Getting back to the play. Hops up. Nice touch there from Shaq. Static Storm touches. And now they go back and forth. No one really maintaining possession, which, if you look at the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, that only favors Statics. So I'm sure they're willing to play tennis or volleyball or whatever's going on here. But Shaq Attack needs to find a way to generate some offense. Double commit on the challenge, and they will not take advantage of that either. 20 seconds left. ZTRP, appreciate the follow. That's goal number 5, it looks like. 17 seconds left. Let me see what happened here. General touches and just a little too much power going against the wall. And that's a hard one to deal with. 2-5. And it seems like we've had a handful of those plays already where positioning is being challenged, put into question in this 2s game. Obviously, they won't fill up the field like a 3v3, but you're going to need to account for touches like that, any stray balls, if you will. As this one hits the ice, 0's on the clock. StaT1cz Football Club responds, and we are tied on the best of 5 series, 1-1. Shadow says, what did I say? Yeah, you tried to tell us. I somewhat alluded to it. Obviously, I didn't have your confidence. But I know that StaT1cz is a good team. And here we have Skull, 830 with the hat trick. 9 shots from that football club there. Good plays already up. And just pretty much a complete 180 and a flip from the stat lines from both teams here, as they'll ready up quick for game number 3. Kickoff coming. General wins, gets the demo.
Damn it, Bobby.
And we have not seen a lot of that physical play. And it seems like any demo we have seen has been more through incidental contact. Shaq comes around. Storm puts it out. Touch there from Storm. The General pops up. And Skull puts it straight out. And you know, for all the stray goals that we've seen, I wonder if both teams are a little gun shy at this point. StaT1cz, they definitely look very disciplined on the back end. They'll send one man up, one man back, and then just rotations seem pretty clean at this point. Shaq attack wanted it to roll up the wall. Instead, Skull greets him with the long shot.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Goes back there. Perhaps you could argue that the General should have been back on that ball, but in 2s, you have to be able to trust the 1v1 situations. Shaq attack was trying to read it up the wall and just misjudged it, and it cost him a goal as Skull almost rattled off goal number 2 early. General pops it up, goes ground to air quick. Touch there, Skull. Off the side, and there's some physicality from the big man Shaq. Touch there. General puts it out. Skull shadowing. Maybe passes it out to his captain as he runs it up the wall. And Shaq attack tries to meet it on his back wall. As they jockey for position here. General big clear out. It'll pass midfield. And then he'll give a second touch to the corner. Shaq, look at his score, puts it out. No touch there. And now it's StaT1cz Storm, who seems to have just cut off pressure at midfield as the General. I'm sure he practices this. I'm pretty sure this was calculated. Shoots it. Anything can happen. Once you shoot a ball into that corner, it's in God's hands at that point. We're tied 1-1. Tiny Long Legs, what up, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Despairing Nova says they're just getting their hopes up. You know, maybe even the chat has calmed down a little bit. We saw some sweet predictions, some MVP predictions, but now everyone's just kind of sitting and watching quietly, being polite. And Nova doubles down, says Shaq will win. All right, so 1 apiece. General pops up, comes off the wall. StaT1cz Storm, bit of a half dunk, sets it up for Skull, but Shaq meets it at the net as this goes against the wall, and a lot of hoopla going on in this blue corner. StaT1cz Storm with the back pass so they can reset. Touch there, General. Just a big clear. Storm trying to preserve boost. Beats both men, and Skull could come up and shoot this. And it does turn into goal number 2 for StaT1cz Football Club. Very smart play there by Skull. He sees what's happening immediately, recognizes the double commit, and gets it to go.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Shadow says, I predict the Statics and Shaqs will hit the ball. Ooh, bold. Bold there, Shadow. ZTR, not sure if I'm saying that right. Shaq is down to win. I believe they are down to win. And Despair Nova goes, oh yeah! Off the backboard there, and the general was turned around, but however, he does have 100. Goes up, no touch on the ceiling. As Skull's ready to catch. And again, I'm telling you, the ball in these corners is treacherous. Shaq attack with a great read here. Skull can't handle it. Let me see if I can. And Static Storm was perhaps reading a clear from Skull. It looks like he had the opportunity, but it's just hard to commit to that. And they pay the price in shots, as now Shaq comes back immediately. He was not done with us by a long shot.
Like that!
Great play there. Beats the defender. Nice 1v1 situation that leaves Shaq coming out on top. So here we are, about a minute and a half. Nice touch here from Static. No one's ready to handle it. The Generals look at as he goes up. And Skull was really leaving up to his captain to get that shot to go. Static Storm coming down off the backboard. Nice mini pinch from Storm. But the cross does not get accounted for by his shooter. General puts it out. Skull comes off his car out of the corner. And the corner bounces have really been the story of this game 3. Skull with a big pop. Kind of leaves it for himself, but Shaq smothers the attempt immediately as he's left with 5 boosts right in the wall. 30 seconds, a goal difference. 50 back to orange net, and it goes wide left. Storm lets it off his car. No touch from Shaq. He looks very eager to go up on those walls, but he has not been hitting those touches at a high percentage. But I guess you got to stick with what you know. Shaq, if he wants to come off the wall, now would be a great time. 5 seconds on the board. As this may be it. Next time this hits the ice, Game 3 is in the books. As Shaq Attack is up in the best of 5 series 2-1. Nice effort by them. Game 1, obviously Shaq Attack dominated. Game 2, Statics Football Club returned the favor and dominated. And now we have a close 1-goal margin victory here.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
As now we have the General with another MVP performance. Only 4 shots there, 6 shots from Statics Football Club. And that's where defense matters and accuracy will help land those shots that you're shooting. Game 4 forthcoming. Touch there, coming down. Shot by Storm, and Skull will pick it up and put it in. And that has been a winning formula for Statics. Just someone to test the waters, and then the close following teammate to put it in. Obviously, that leaves you vulnerable to counters, pinch plays, things like of that nature. But, you know, if you're willing to roll the dice and you're comfortable with your ability as a team, you can get some goals that way. Infield pass from Storm. Skull thinks better of it as he heads back, perhaps for a boost. General comes off, gets 50. No one's ready to handle it. Shaq is back. Looks like he was trying to shadow. Skull puts one on, but he just shanks it right. Storm I don't know if he's setting himself up or he wanted Skull to take a stab at it. But now it is anybody's ball. Hyper, what up, my guy? Shaq puts it on the net, and Shaq attack gets a snipe of his own.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
And you could just tell from the way it was defended that no one was expecting him to hit it from that distance. As ZTR says, sheesh. And Despairing Nova, I don't know if that's a NBA Jams reference, but he says from downtown. As Static Storm, he does not have time to celebrate a goal scored on his team. He gets right back into the action, right back in the ball, and paddles it and gets Shaq out of position there. Statics Football Club regaining the lead. Good play. And that's kind of been the theme of my channel as it's turned out this week in this circuit. I've hosted 2 reverse sweeps and several comebacks, and it just seems like the theme is if you want to win, you gotta stay on the ball. You gotta keep your head in the game. You cannot let up on your opponent. And both of these teams are demonstrating it here as Shaq gets a second goal to go for his team. Good play there. Nice kickoff. Skull. He's waiting. He's taking his time. He's confident. He's comfortable. As now he dunks Shaq. But it looks like the general may be the first one on. Captain action midair. And now Shaq will miss the touch. Skull. Pull it. Almost a pass. But it tucks in just enough into the blue goal that he gets the shot.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Good shot from Skull, whom if I'm being honest, I don't really recall from last circuit. I do remember his Captain Storm, but Skull is looking very good here. So, somewhat serving as an anchor for the team. Just seems like he's very consistent with his positioning, shots, and touches. And if you have a twos team and a teammate like that, you feel blessed. Puts it on General. Was a little awkward there, but he handles the ball well. 60 boost left. Is this one a slow roller to Shaq, but a pinch out. Skull tries to catch and almost sent a whoopsie daisy into his own net. As General, he's done this before this series, but that one does not finish. Great play all around, offense and defense. Obviously, Storm has the last laugh. Skull puts this one on. But we saw the General able to make points out of that play earlier. He saw the kind of slow dribbles. Maybe Static's thinking about getting a pass to their teammate, and General just jumps on it. But Storm is able to recover immediately and save that. So here we are, 2 minutes. Skull puts it out. He could shoot here. He wants boost. Perhaps he was expected as captain. And another infield pass. And if they keep practicing those and get familiarity with that play, they are going to be a disaster to deal with in this tier. Of course, they're down in the series, leading in game 4. Touch coming around. Maybe shootable. Shaq needs to bring it around. I think his captain has some boost. He's ready to shoot. Instead, it 50s and bounces around midfield. Shaq wants a little more there. See, touches out. This is anybody's ball, but it's Shaq Attack who are actually at match point. So if they're able to make a comeback, get a win, then this series is over. Right now it's Statics that are trying to force a game 5. As Shaq gets high enough to win, but not low enough for an accurate shot on goal. As Storm puts this one out, this one may cost him. Let's see what the General does. Fakes a touch, Shaq coming around. It's rolling, and Storm gets back in time. Good clear by him as we tick down to 30 seconds. Shaq gets 50. Good play from Skull. We've already talked about his positioning. Another 50 that favors StaT1cz Football Club. And you see Shaq Attack trying to clamp down on their end of the field, but they keep losing the 50 balls. And there's a big win from there. Skull's going to be by himself for a little bit. He tries to use the corner, but it ends up hurting him big with 11 seconds left on the clock.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And let's see how each team approaches this. I like to lean towards overtime. Just take the time that's given. You don't want to overextend yourself, do too much, and maybe make another grave mistake. As that one's in the ice, and we will get our overtime. Both teams with a decent amount on the line. General looking, catches off his nose. The Storm puts it out off the wall. Touch there from Shaq Attack. Pops up the wall. Nice offensive sequence for StaT1cz Football Club here. And TG3 is loving the clutch goals. And yeah, there have been quite a few, especially when they're looking to answer previous goals. Good win by the General. Storm's going to be by himself. He may have wanted to put that clear a little deeper as Shaq sets it. Storm on the ball. He may have room to work with. And the General side swipes the ball, kind of traps it against the wall. And Storm will finish that up there.
That was legitness.
And this is where things get a little crazy here. Okay, because obviously when you get into overtime, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's game to win or lose. So if Shaq Attack is to lose here, they may rewind to that missed touch there. You know, it's hard to say a series amounts to just one touch, but that was really, really crucial. And it is gut check time. As we get some jawing in the chat there. StaT1cz Storm MVP 577. 2 goals apiece for that football club. And we will get game 5 here. Nova says he's clearly hacking. CTR says aimbot gang. And here we are, game 5. And again, this is really, really not where anyone wants to be. Shadow mentioned earlier that StaT1cz Football Club, they can clutch when they need to. And we will see Shaq, big win there. Nice touch from Skull. We're going to need a defensive touch here. General puts it out. Shaq should be able to scoop. No touch there, waits. Big pop from him. Skull trying to shadow. Nice 50 win. General trying to get back. This is tricky. And StaT1cz Storm gets it to go.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
Good play there. 1-0 for StaT1cz Football Club. And chat, you'd probably remember better than me. I'm not sure if anyone has won a game in this series off of a comeback. There's been close games, but I think once someone gets the lead, they ride it. They ride it till the end. You know, not barring any ties or anything. So let's see if history repeats itself, at least in this series. Good play by Storm. General pops it around. He beats Skull. Skull, I'm not sure if he wanted boost or a demo. He got neither, but he was slightly out of position on that play. Touch there. Skull. Decent placement there. This was going to be shootable, but a heads-up play by the General. Storm. Awkward touch from him coming off the wall. I think he just mishandled it. This one's dropping in the ice. General coming up. Should be an easy clear for Storm, and it is, but a little too high, as now we see Shaq employing those aerials that we saw earlier in this contest that really made it hard for StaT1cz to generate any meaningful offense in game one. Now Shaq going, dribble, pass, and no touch. Bit of a 50 as Skull puts it out. And I like the respect given there to Shaq. StaT1cz Football Club, it seems like they're playing a little more conservative. They know they have to win. They know time is in their favor. And they have seen Shaq dribble on them in the series, so no reason to overextend and make it easy on him. Touch there for the General as he wins, and despite StaT1cz Football Club and their good positioning and their essentially safe play, the General is able to get a quick one on him.
Like that!
And Despairing Nova is going crazy in the chat here. 1-1. Demo there. Touch again. They're pretty sure that's only the third demo out of 5 games. General coming in around. No touch there. He's got 2 members of StaT1cz Football Club to dribble against, and they're having none of it as Storm gets a nice dunk on Shaq. As ironic it is to say such a thing. Skull coming around, gets robbed, and this may be goal number 2. But Storm helps out his teammate. Nice smart play there. This one again coming out of the corner. General pass, Shaq. No, just comes up just in time for the 50, but nothing more. And perhaps we are knocking on the door of another overtime. Skull there, he's waiting. Good patience from him. A nice shot from Shaq. Puts it around, and this just a little too much air for that, under that ball for the General to like to address. Touching around. Skull looking to touch a double commit. This may be the go-ahead goal of the series. 2-1, you just saw it there. They were playing very disciplined Rocket League. They both see the same thing.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And they both wanted to make a play, but it very well may have cost them the series here. Shaq Attack up 2-1 in what has been a very, very close and classic series all the way through. ZTR says, wowie. Yeah, well said. Well said. Uh-oh, backflip from Shaq.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Here comes a cross. No touch, 40 seconds. We gotta see how Shaq Attack wants to play this, because, you know, no pun intended, the ball is on their side of the court or field, however you want to put it. Touch there, Shaq. Playing deep, but a missed touch like that could spell disaster, but Storm isn't able to capitalize. The General coming around. Skull off the wall with a great touch. The General moves it, tries to cancel it out or negate it to his own corner. Looks like he accomplishes that. We're coming up on 10 seconds. Here, Storm serves it up for Skull. Touch there, it's in front of the net. We will get overtime, more than likely. Shown X popping in, says Shaq's Fennec is gorgeous. And I will say, oh yeah, it is pretty nice looking. I've had my eyes just peeled on this game as we get overtime. Appreciate you stopping by, Shown. And ZTR agrees that Fennec is clean. Big touch there from Skull, and it's just like I was saying, backflip there.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
Anybody's ball. Shaq with a great 50. Storm puts one on General. with a decent pop. We've seen bigger from him this series. More points, not quite, just a smidge wide. Shaq with a big 50 skull gets around Demo there.
Ooh.
General takes it, wants to dribble, wants to flick, but Storm stuffs it. Now Shaq one-on-one with Skull, and he'll hop him. Was that another backflip for the walk-off goal here in overtime? Let's see, Shaq goes up, and no, a side flip for Skull. I had the drop waiting. 3-2. Shaq attack. And then the gang's all here. We got Shown, we got Vaughn, my boys. Vaughn was pulling for Static at the end, but I'm sure they disappointed themselves more than anything, because that was a close series and close game. Let's get the interview to go here. And Shown with the hype for Shaq. What a series. Yeah, GG's for sure. No matter who you're going for, you have to be proud of whoever you were rooting on. Let me call out to the general.
Hello?
Sir. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you are one of those people that you have one name on Discord, another name on Twitch, and then a different name in IGL. So what would you like me to refer to you as?
It doesn't matter. The general's fine since it's Rocket League.
The general. What a prestigious title you've bestowed upon
Right?
yourself, sir. But, I think this is your first win on this channel. Am I wrong on that?
It is.
It is,
It
right?
is. If we lost this week, I was gonna think that some bad juju.
I'm a
for us,
jinx.
but-
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. I believe in jinxes and sports curses, so I'll take that. I would have worn that for sure. Because, this will be our first time talking. So first, congrats.
Thank you.
I'm trying to catch my breath. Are you trying to catch your breath?
Yeah. Those games were intense.
They were very intense. A nice little story that the entire series told. You guys came out and just wrecked shop in game one. Just open and shut case. No questions asked. You had you had a ton of support in the chat. Second of all, and
the boys got me
right. And third of all, you hyped them up in the chat. They saw the margin of victory in game one. They were talking sweep. They're loving life, and then Statics comes back, and then they do it to you. And I think by a bigger margin, as well.
For
and
sure.
And then we start getting the close games. Then it goes to game 5, some missed touches, missed opportunities. Let's talk about game 5. What were the comms like when they forced overtime with, I think it was 3 seconds left?
So that play, I remember it exactly. The ball was going to the side of the net.
Right.
I was in mid. I was rotating back. I saw that Shaq or Bonk was in the corner, and he was kind of on the sidewall. So I thought it was on net. So
Right.
I was flipping, trying to catch it off, and then I flipped just a little too early.
Okay.
Miss it, and then he gets a catch off the wall that gave him an awkward space to work with, and that's how we got into OT. But
okay, I feel you on that. So you're gonna chalk it up just to the mechanic. You felt like you made the right decision, that you were where you wanted to be, but just couldn't execute on the touch.
I think I probably should have went back post just in case he did get that awkward touch.
Right.
I could have been there to clear it out. But whenever you're in a game 5 up 1 goal with 5 seconds left, mistakes are going to happen. They're going to be made.
Right. That where I was, if you watch the VOD back, you don't listen in real time, do you, to the cast?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I never could, but people, maniacs, they do that. Yeah, if you watch the VOD back, and you're always on the channel hanging out. I talk about that constantly. Is do not let games go to game 5. If that happens, Rocket League's wild.
Game.
It's a balls bounce. People are imperfect. You do not want to be in game 5. But yeah, you guys triumph, and your man Shaq. Are we giving him the game ball?
Oh yeah, he made some clutch goals. To secure us. I think game 3. I think he made a clutch goal to
there was a lot to
secure that game.
Yeah. Yeah. Even separate from the overtime in game 5, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that gets the game ball.
All right, good. That's smart. So not only do you not give it to yourself, I mean, you already call yourself the general, but you give some well-deserved kudos to Shaq there. I'm going to ask you, because obviously your first time at the post-game interview, Shaq Attack, where do we get this name from?
So, Bonk or Shaq Attack in game, he's obsessed with Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
Okay. And so he has a life-sized cardboard cutout of Shaq and all. He's obsessed with him.
All right.
And so I was trying to think, what's something that pairs well with Shaq that's like kind of funny.
Yeah, you hit it.
And then I immediately thought of the General commercial.
Yeah.
And so we have Shaq and the General from the General commercial.
Right. Okay.
And that's kind of just how we got the name.
Yeah, I would have been upset if you guys weren't called that. All right, sir. But I have another match in 5 minutes. You know the crazy day I've had.
Oh yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give? Anything you want to plug or mention?
Just shout out to the boys.
Boys.
For sticking around. I don't know why they talk so much smack and crap.
It's all a good fun.
They put some more. They put pressure on us.
That's
it feels
true.
like if we don't proceed with winning, then we look foolish. But yeah, shout out to the boys. Shone X once shouted out, so shout out to Shone X in chat. He said,
nice, good.
But
eye,
other
good
than
eye.
that, yeah, great series, a lot of fun, high intensity. That was for sure.
Yes, and you guys rose to the challenge. Congrats again, and good luck going forward.
All right, thank you, man.
Peace.
See you.